What's up, guys? So as you know, the other day we finished with the cat out here, getting this somewhat level. Haven't really got out here with the rake to fine tune it or anything yet, but on Wednesday, April Fool's Day, it is my 1 year anniversary with my wife, and I have been racking my brain over and over on what to get her. So when she and I first met, started dating, about 6 months later was her birthday. She had never been to Vegas. I'm like, shit, let's just go somewhere. I finally found somebody that wanted to travel. I'm like, let's do it. So I took her to Vegas, and we had a blast. We were there for about a week. Last year, we got married in Vegas. That was about a week. This year, given her work schedule, my back injury, all these things, can't really take her anywhere. And I've been trying to figure out what to do, and I got nothing. I mean, other than some things for her new car, she doesn't really need anything, and I don't feel like that's an appropriate gift. I don't really know what other kind of jewelry I could buy. Like, I don't know. I don't really know what to do. But I got to thinking. The one thing that she wants most is for our house to be fully functioning again. So we have a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house. It's a family house that I kind of inherited, whatever. We've been planning a remodel on it for about 1.5 years, and we're finally down to the financial side of it. And the timing is probably a little off and may or may not go through. By the way, I got a new camera stand, and I'm afraid this one's gonna blow it over. But anyways, so because I'm on disability now and not making what I was making, I don't know. I'm starting to feel like it's probably not going to happen. But anyways, I had a house full of stuff probably, and then some, and she had like a house full of stuff. And even though I have 2 sheds, I already had a lot of stuff in the shed, and we've gone through stuff. We just keep going through stuff. And like, I don't want her to get rid of all of her stuff, and some of the things that we were holding on to would work perfect for the remodel when we get it done, because we're expanding out the front. Because we desperately need a second bathroom. Like, it's one bathroom. I mean, we have housed my mother when she had heart surgery. We have housed my grandfather. And like, it just seems like every time we get closer to being able to have all 3 rooms functioning, something happens. I start a business, or somebody moves in, or like whatever. We can't get ahead. So we've got our bedroom. We've got our spare bedroom, which was also the hub for Davis Burt's Designs when we were doing that, which I would really like to get back into. And then we've got the office, which has kind of just been like the storage, I guess, even though we have 2 storage sheds. I mean, I got a lot of equipment in there for like the yard and different things. So like, we don't have space. I mean, the office, we were finally getting it to where we could use it, and then my grandfather had to move in. And so like, all the Davis Burt Design stuff had to go in there. Like, you can't even get into that room right now. So I decided, since we both feel claustrophobic, and like, that's the one thing that I can think of that she truly wants. Here's what my plan is, and she does not know this. So I don't know when this is going to get posted. Hopefully I can get my friends over here to help out like they're supposed to, and we can try and knock this thing out. But I'm getting a much larger order from Lowe's tomorrow that should be delivered than she thinks. Because she just thinks that I'm getting stuff to put the chicken run. We were initially going there, but I told her the whole time I want it there. So it's going to be a little bit less wide than I want because of these stupid wires in my yard. Because I don't know why in this area we have above ground power lines. But you know what? I don't lose power, so it is what it is. And she also thinks that I've got a whole bunch of pavers to go here, because that's going to be the pool and the patio and things, which it is. So she thinks just stuff for those 2 things are coming. No. There's one other thing that's coming that she doesn't know about, and it's a shitload more wood. Because right here, I'm wanting to do another one of these to try and fit all of these stuff from the office into that, so that we can have that room back. We can have 3 fully functioning rooms like we should have. So to try and make it easy, I'm just going to do like a downward slope so that I can put little rain gutters on there and I can catch the rain from my gardens. But roughly 10 feet of extra shed space by roughly 10 feet of extra shed space by 6 to 5.5 feet, whatever. And then the chicken over there. And then once I'm done with all that, I'll fix Angry Face. And then we'll still do the pool and all that jazz. But yeah, I have never really built anything larger than what would fit on a kitchen table. So this is a bit ambitious, but I have full faith in myself and the power of Google, even though I did use Google and YouTube to try and figure out how to use that cat to level this yard, but I didn't like their method and I used my method instead, and I don't feel like it came out too horrible. So hopefully tomorrow, hoping the delivery window comes early in the morning so that come Wednesday I have something to show her, but timing just didn't work out. I got very, very behind when my grandfather was staying here, and I have been trying like hell to play catch up, but I couldn't get the Lowe's delivery sooner, and it is what it is at this point. But chicken run, shed, new shed she knows nothing about, and then our pre-planned stuff. And it's a very unconventional and probably really, really, really strange 1-year anniversary present, but I feel like if I can get it to where she can maybe come home and like breathe inside the house, then it'll have been well worth it. Her birthday is 5 days after our anniversary. At the time I thought that was a good thing, but now I'm starting to second guess that, so I don't really know what to do. I mean, for Valentine's Day I got her floor tickets to Jelly Roll, and I told her, you know, that's going to count for our anniversary and her birthday too. So I'm going to try and pull that card until I can get this done. So I don't know. This is where we're at. I'll keep you posted. Oh my god, I think I made crack. So I tried to make a sourdough loaf the other day and it didn't turn out great. I mean, it had good flavor, but it's kind of sticky and like, I've got another one going while Jen's at work. It's a surprise. I made her some poppy seed. Actually, no, it wasn't poppy seed. It was everything bagel crackers. I thought they were okay, but not like super duper great. She really liked them. I wanted to make cheddar crackers. So I made these things this morning. Well, actually, I just took them out of the oven. I swear to God, I just made crack. Like, I'm never buying a Cheez-It again. I gotta finish cutting them. I just made crack. Cheesy crack. So yeah, there we go. Sourdough crackers. Alright guys, today is the day that my stuff is supposed to be delivered from Lowe's. It's supposed to be here between 12 and 4. And I realized that I don't have everything I need because some things I got pressure treated that I don't need pressure treated. That's what you get for using the internet to help you make your materials list rather than drawing it out and figuring out exactly what you need like I just did. So that's where we're at. Again, she's going to come home and expect to see a chicken coop, but instead I'm going to work on the shed because tomorrow is our anniversary and she still has no idea. So I reconfigured. I was initially going to do a 10 by 10 like that is, but then I looked at what I've already got coming and this and that, and I'm like, okay, no, we're just going to do a 2 by 8 to make it easy because I didn't order any 10-foot boards, and I don't want to piece boards together for the frame. So never done this before. Y'all might be like, oh, you can do it. No, I'm just going to go with the 8. I've already got 8-foot boards coming. But the studs on the inside don't need to be pressure treated, so why am I going to waste that money? I felt like that's kind of stupid, so yeah. But to go to Lowe's, we're going to put, and again, it's going to be like the lean-to kind of style, so that I can put a rain gutter on there and catch that water to repurpose it for the garden beds or the chickens or whatever I decide to do with it, because I love having the one that I finally set up a couple weeks ago and just being able to come outside and get water. Like my plant starts inside is now fed or watered 100% from the sky. Also, side note, I haven't worn this shirt in forever. This is a shirt from a movie set that I was on, that I worked. Still haven't seen that movie, probably should watch it, but I figured maybe if I went with like my EMS pants and some army greens when I'm trying to go pick all my supplies. People won't be like, she doesn't know what she's doing. I mean, because I don't, but like, I don't want them to know that. So yeah, this is where we're at, and I'm gonna go get this wood before they come back. I'm really hoping that this isn't the one time that they show up early, because I really want to try and get them to drop everything back here if I can, or even on the patio up here, just inside the gate, because your girl can't move that shit. And then apparently the little pavers for my patio are coming on a separate order now, and so those aren't coming until tomorrow. And if I don't get that guy to drop that pallet back here, I'm screwed. There's no way I'll be able to move 900 bricks. So yeah, this is where we're at. I'm gonna go to Lowe's, figure out how to strap stuff to my roof. Yeah, stay tuned. So I'm out here putting the lumber on top of my car. I got it out cheaper than I anticipated, but I got 32 boards, not pressure treated, and some concrete pavers, and probably shouldn't be showing my license plate. Oh well. I'm stuck between the I don't need no man era, and I just want to go home and bake some sourdough bread. So this is where we're at. Of course, nobody comes to help you these days, and I'm probably gonna have to flag somebody down because I don't know if I can finish, but we're gonna try. So like, do I stick with the I'm gonna do this shit myself, or just go home and bake bread and tell my wife I love her and she's not getting a present? I don't know. I think it's gonna work though. Sometimes I have good ideas. I feel like this was a bad one. Okay, bye. Alright, so this is as far as we've gotten, and my back is already fucked. I did get all the wood home safely, and do you think no. But a couple people did look, and they're like, oh, look at the woman, she's trying to do stuff, cool. But it's fine. I managed, and now I'm still waiting on the delivery for all the other stuff, but I figured since I've got my blocks and I've got a board, I can try and make sure everything's level. Yes, I do have a level. Yeah, so this is where we're at. Hopefully my helpers will be here at some point. I'm kind of not counting on them because I've learned in this world you can't rely on anybody but yourself. So I think this is gonna end up being a much slower build than I expected, but honestly I didn't expect it to go fast. I mean, I've never done this, but I have faith in myself. I was getting a little nervous when I was thinking about the cuts and all the things, but then I was like, you know what, you got a little nervous before you drove that cat off the trailer the other day, and you did a damn good job. Did anybody die? No. Did anything get hit? No. So here we are. I've got a portion of a level playing field. Only 6 more bricks to go. And then hopefully by the time I'm done with that, maybe Lowe's will come at the beginning of the window. I don't know. Because I would rather go ahead and build the floor, and then I can build the walls on top of the floor, and I've got like a completely flat spot. But I've got a feeling that's not going to happen, and so I'll probably be building on the dirt. But we'll see. This is where we're at. Again, so far into it, y'all. I'm almost done. But I'm back into the I don't need no man era, but at the same time my back hurts, so like if anybody wants to come help, it'll be fine. But by the time this video is posted, it will be built. Because I was trying, since yesterday's our anniversary, my goal is to try and get enough built today that she can actually see what I'm doing, because like I can't hide this. I thought about trying to string up a tarp or something, but like she's gonna know. Jen is not stupid. Does she always pay attention to things? No, but she'll see this. Like there's no way I can like divert her attention. Or if somehow I get her to not see it today, she'll see it tomorrow when she leaves for work. So yeah, this is where we're at. I'm gonna go lay down for a little bit because my back hurts, and then try and come back out and just do things in pieces. But I'm proud of the tiny bit that I've done so far, so go me! Well, you can't call me Bob the Builder yet, but I got my little doohickeys down. They're supposedly level. I started cutting some boards to length because Lowe's still isn't here. I have been the next stop for well over an hour. It showed the guy was in Belmont, but like he hasn't moved out of Belmont, and like I don't know where he is. So I'm trying to get some of my stuff cut so that when he gets here I can go ahead and just start with the base and start building the walls on top of the base and putting them up and go from there. And yeah, so this is where we're at. We're still waiting. I sharpened this myself. So I don't have a mullet. I just shaved the sides so that it's out of my ears, but it looks like I have a mullet when I wear a hat. Also, I'm starting to get sunburnt, but I have sawdust on my arm, so it looks like really cool right now because it looks like I've actually been doing stuff. So sawdust and dirt, that's where we're at. Darla is currently mad at me because she didn't get to come outside, but I haven't brought her outside because I was the next stop and I've got the gates wide open. So hopefully whoever comes to do my delivery realizes, maybe we should go back that way or something. But the last time I had a Lowe's delivery, they blocked the fire hydrant in my yard, and I just don't have high hopes for them. So this is where we're at currently. I don't know why a Ferrari just drove by. We don't have rich people around here. Yep, I'll keep you posted if I ever get this thing done, because this is where we're at. Alright, so my Lowe's got here almost an hour late, and then I had to run to the store real quick, so I don't have much accomplished. Nobody has shown up yet, but my brother's on the way. Jen just got home. Unfortunately, she's gonna have to see it and go ahead and find out. I was really hoping to have at least one wall up so she could tell what it is, but we're gonna get her exact reaction. Hello. Hi, Duzens.
I don't know.
See, I told you she was gonna look right away.
There's a whole base.
Yeah, what are we building?
We're building a chicken coop. A chicken house. My face is down here. I'm a little taller than you. It smells like wood.
It does smell like wood.
Yeah. I like it.
Should I tell her?
Tell me what? Tell me what?
Go look at it.
Oh boy.
I mean, she's gonna find out anyway, so should I just tell her?
Tell me what? What am I supposed to be noticing?
Women. Does that look like a chicken coop?
No.
What's it look like?
A floor?
For what?
I don't know. A floor?
You're gonna take up ballroom tap dancing.
Can I get up there and ballroom tap dance?
I mean, it's not nailed down, but sure. And now sing. Or yodel. You can yodel. So
What's it for?
been doing a lot of thinking,
Uh-huh.
and you know how our remodel may or may not go through now.
Right.
You know how we got an office full of stuff
Okay.
that would fit perfect in a shed.
Okay. We're not keeping the chickens in the office and putting the office out here.
No, the coop's going over there.
So what are we doing?
This isn't the reaction I was expecting. I should have known.
What are we doing?
I'm building a shed.
Okay.
So that we can take our house back.
So shed here, coop there.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, well that was a flop.
It's not a flop. I just had no idea.
Happy anniversary.
Is this an April Fool's joke?
No.
Okay. Okay. Hey.
Alright, bye guys.
Okay, so now that I have the whole plan, I think it's a great idea. we have been trying to get our house back and everything organized and have more space. And we were initially thinking of having a huge yard sale and getting rid of more stuff, which we've done a few times. But in all reality, like, I have things that I want to decorate the house with for different holidays. I'm a big decorator. So a lot of stuff that I have, I don't want to get rid of. I want to decorate, and we just need more space. So until we can get rid of stuff again, this extra shed will be phenomenal. We have the space in the yard for another shed. So I really appreciate that she thought to build something like this in order to get our house back so that we have more room for us and we can do things in the house and have space to live, because right now it's just it's too cramped. So I am sitting on the floor of our new shed and it's going to be great. I'm excited. I can't wait to see it finish. She even told me I can pick the color of the outside, which, if you know me, we're gonna do purple. So we're gonna have a new purple shed in our backyard to store all of our stuff. And I love the fact that she thought of this as an anniversary gift, because I always complain that we have too much stuff everywhere. We have nowhere to move. We have nowhere to do anything. So our anniversary is tomorrow, and this is not an April Fool's joke. I'm going to get our house back, and I can't wait. I'm so excited. And the fact that she's building it by hand is even more exciting, because that's one of the things I love about my wife, is that she thinks through projects and she makes them happen. So we're gonna have a new shed, and it's gonna be homemade, and it's going to be perfect because she's gonna make it for me. That's all.
Alright, y'all, things are coming together. We've got a wall built, and I've got a handy dandy helper. He didn't consent to be on here, but I didn't ask him, so I don't know. It's happening! What's up? So this is day 2 of the build. I'm hurting, I'm tired, completely wore out. Didn't want to get up this morning. Finally did, had my coffee, all the things. Didn't put clothes on until 11:30, and then I was like, I still don't want to do stuff. But it was fun. When my wife texted me, she's like, what are you doing? I was like, farm chores. Because at that point I was in the middle of taking care of the chickens, and then I had to water all the plants and all the things. So that qualifies as farm chores. In terms of the build, that's still all of our lumber. We managed to get one wall up, and that was arguably going to be the hardest wall because it's right next to the shed. So we had to go ahead and put the boards on the back and all the things, and I put a little gutter up in between the two. I'll go get the pieces, connect it. Gonna throw a rain barrel there. That wasn't initially part of the plan, but that's what we're gonna end up doing. In all honesty, I don't feel like doing any of this today because I'm tired and my back's hurting, but I really want to get it finished. And if it was going to be an anniversary present, well, today's our anniversary, so I need to get moving. Plus, my plan, I've got a little setup here. I brought my chair, got a little table. This is a solar powered little generator that yesterday I had a phone charger plugged in so that I could charge my shit. Yeah, so this is it. But the reaction didn't go the way I'd anticipated, but it was because I didn't fully explain it to her, and she made a little video after that fact because she realized that kind of sucked, because then I was like, well, what do I get her? Any hoozles, I'll watch that at some point, but I'm gonna put it in the video, of course. So now she's excited and she's on board, but that just means more work for me, because like now I gotta finish building the shed, and then I have to move all the stuff from the inside to the outside. But little does she know, she's gonna assist with that, and I'm gonna try and maybe get my brother to help, but we'll see. Not Edward, by the way. The person videoed last night was my younger brother, not Edward. We're still apparently not on speaking terms, so whatever. Enjoy your pregnant girlfriend. I don't know. Any hoozles. So today's our anniversary. 1 year married. My plan with the shed is to get it built and put a roll of toilet paper in it. I was hoping to have it finished today, but I don't think that's gonna happen. And then her birthday is in a few days. So what I'm gonna do, hopefully the shed will be built by then. All of her birthday presents are gonna go inside the shed, and I'm gonna make her go out and find them. I might do a scavenger hunt, I don't know. But her mom had her birthday present mailed here, so I've got that, and then the stuff that I got her. So we're just gonna do that. And if I post this video before then, oops, kind of ruined it, so scavenger hunt might be out. But anyways, 1 year ago today, we were in Las Vegas, and I was a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Not like doubting her or our relationship or anything, but I'm like, holy shit, I'm about to like sign a piece of paper and say I do and all that crap, and then like I'm glued to her for life. That's a lot. I'm like, she doesn't know how complicated I am sometimes. She doesn't know what's coming down the road. Like, we knew I had a back injury at the time, but we didn't anticipate any of this stuff coming that we've been facing. We didn't expect me to lose my career. Like, now I'm on technically disability. And sometimes I think, I'm like, okay, if she would have known that was coming, would she have still married me? Yeah, she would have. She's a good egg. So this woman has been the most supportive person I've ever met in my entire life. Sometimes I don't know why, but she's truly such a good person to her core. And it makes me want to be a better person. And my goal in this marriage was to make her life better and easier and give her all the things that she's ever wanted. And now I'm kind of trying to figure out how to do those things when I'm on a fixed income, and I still don't know yet if I can go get another job, what I can do, and how much my back is going to allow me to do. I know that sounds like a lot when I'm out here building a freaking shed, but what y'all didn't see is all the breaks that I had to take, all the times that I had to lay down, like all the different things, the medication that I have to take. I wanted to build this thing completely independently, but I knew that wasn't going to happen, and I had to call for help. And my brother, he likes to work in the dark, he likes to work in the middle of the night, and I mean, I'm a bit of a night owl too, so like usually I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I couldn't do it. He wanted to start building another wall last night. I'm like, JB, like I can't. I have to go lay down. Like I'm done. And he said, well, we got to pick up all the tools. I said, yeah, I can't do that right now. So I left everything out here in the yard. I brought my cup out, all this other stuff. Like, I was like, dude, I can't do it. I mean, at least it's behind a fenced-in yard. It's what it is. So, I don't know. Yeah, this is where we're at. Also, fun fact, remember Danger we were talking about? Well, I thought, had decided against Danger because of a lot of reasons, mostly space and the fact that we already have, like, all the things, you know? We had talked it through, like, yes, we want the dog, we want to help the dog, like, it's a combination of Ranger and Darla, and just, she's so cute, such a cute dog. Apparently she's very well behaved, she's crate trained, she's a couch dog, like, all these things. And I thought we had moved past it, like, Danger hadn't come up in a couple days, and then last night Jen goes, babe, there's been an update. I'm like, what? So this lady still doesn't have anybody to take this dog, despite a couple people in the initial comment section saying that, you know, if they can't find the home, like, they'll take it. Well, this lady has done everything that she can do. She's posted this dog everywhere. You know, she's taken it to the vet. It's not chipped. She has done everything that she can do. She's been calling rescues and all the things, and there's potentially one in Charleston, maybe that'll go get it, but like, that's probably a 5.5 hour drive, and apparently the dog gets car sick, which I'm not a fan of. But anyways, Jen's like, you know, if this rescue can't take this dog, she's gonna send the dog to a shelter. And I'm like, oh, that's horrible. And she's like, what do we do? And I could tell this woman was trying to get me to make the decision. And I'm like, babe, we've already discussed it. And she went so far as to share this lady's post on her Facebook page. And she was like, okay, so the information's there, you know, just in case you were to, like, go do something, you know, you have access to contact her. And I looked at her and I'm like, Jen, you know, it's one thing if I come home with a chicken that goes to the backyard, or a rabbit that goes to the backyard, but you're more or less telling me to go out today and come home with a whole ass dog. Not even a little teeny tiny puppy that I can fit in my pocket. Like a whole ass dog. And she was like, well, I mean, you know, the information's there. And I'm like, okay. I said, I'm not going to just go get a dog. So what does she end up doing? She ends up messaging the lady, got another photo of the dog and more information and all the things. And tomorrow we're going to pick up the dog. So it sounds like we are getting danger. But Jen has now decided she doesn't like the name that I gave it because it's just not feminine enough. And so she's trying to figure out a different name. And she's like, you know, this would be a really good anniversary present. I'm like, bitch, you're not wrong. But, like, where are we going to sleep in this bed? You know I'm going to end up on the floor of the couch because I barely have space or blankets as it is because I've got a king-size bed, right? I'm on this side. Darla is right in the middle, and she sleeps long ways. And then you've got Jen with Ranger tucked between Jen's legs. So with my back injury, I can't stay in one position for a long period of time, which is why we don't let Ranger anymore try and sleep next to me. Because I can't do it. That would be the only potential place that this dog could be. So what are we going to do? And my biggest concern is Darla is, like, attached to me, like, big time. Don't really know why, but she is. That's my baby. What if this other dog's like that? Like, am I going to have issues? I mean, fortunately, you know, Ranger and Darla are fixed. Unknown on this other dog. So, like, we shouldn't have, like, any kind of issues there, but we're getting a dog. And apparently we need a name. Jen mentioned the name April because it's April. And I'm like, I don't know. And part of me is wondering, is this an April Fool's joke? But I know it's not. Also, I don't know if I've said this before. You know, I picked this date. Well, we were going back and forth. So we were going to Vegas from like the 31st through the 6th or so. And we were trying to pick a date. I like even numbers. Jen likes even numbers. And I'm like, okay, that's either the 2nd or the 4th. And then when I realized we were going in April, because this was pre-planned. We didn't just elope. We started planning this shit in December. I was like, babe. And I did not think she was going to go for this. I was like, April 1st. And she was like, but that's an odd number. I said, April 1st. And she thought about it. She goes, Michelle, that's April Fool's Day. I said, I know. I said, you were born in April and I'm a fool. She still absolutely hates when I say that, but she started thinking about it, and she's like, well, everybody's going to think it's a joke. And so then I jokingly said, well, if the marriage doesn't work out, then we can just say the whole thing was a joke. That was a bad thing to say. But she thought about it, and she was like, you know what? I feel like April Fool's as a marriage date is, like, right up your alley. And I'm like, I freaking know. So, yeah, she agreed. And we got married on April Fool's Day, and it was not a joke. We got the tattoo, and we got the paperwork, and we've got the photos, and all the things to prove it. And Elvis sang to us, and he even changed the lyrics of a song because I was wearing red suede shoes. So that's the song he sang, and it was a really good time. And even through all the bullshit that we have dealt with in this past year, I wouldn't change a thing. I really wouldn't. I couldn't be partnered with a better person. Does she get on my nerves? Abso-fucking-lutely she does, but I almost feel like that's her job. You know, as much as I irritate her, she's supposed to irritate me. It goes back and forth, you know, it's just fun. Sometimes I intentionally get on her nerves just to see what'll happen. Not like cause a fight, but I'll just be like in her way on purpose. Shit, now she's gonna know. But you know, you do little things to get on each other's nerves. But the biggest thing that we have is communication. And that's the one thing that I've learned my entire life, that the key to a good relationship is proper communication. And this is the first relationship with anybody ever, including family, friends, whatever, where I've been able to have communication like this. And I am so grateful for it. So yeah, I'm gonna shut up and get to work. I got a little sunburnt yesterday, and now I'm sitting out in the sun again. Do I wear sunscreen? No, I didn't. But yeah, late start yesterday. Didn't get as much accomplished as I wanted, but we have a wall up, and because of that gutter, that means I have to get another rain barrel that I wasn't accounting for. But that's perfectly fine, because I really enjoy the one that I do have set up, being able to collect water from it, go inside and water my plant starts in there. And then I planted some seed potatoes yesterday. We've got some blueberries in a pot, and I got to just now during my farm chores pull some water from the rain barrel and do that. So that's pretty fucking cool, I'm not gonna lie. Do I have to walk outside and get the water? Yeah. So what? When I'm outside, the water will still be outside. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna get off of here, but continue to avoid responsibilities. I really need to get the house cleaned up, because I haven't done the dishes in the last 2 days because I've been outside and doing stuff and failing at sourdough bread, but I make really good sourdough crackers. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna end up doing to continue to avoid my responsibilities, but this is where we're at. If progress is done, I'll keep you posted. Yeah, I'll let you know. Okay, so a few things. One, I got my nail stuck and I'm getting a blister. That was 2 things. This was stupid. I haven't even got one wall frame built, and like, it's 150 degrees outside, and this is fun, not fun right now. But I've been thinking about 2 things, which will probably be like 5. One, like, this shed's not going to be perfect because, like, I built it. Also, wood math is stupid because I got 8-foot boards and put 8 foot and 8 foot together. Should be an 8x8 shed. No, it's not. Wood math. So I have an 8.3. Well, actually, that's wrong because there's 12 inches in a foot. So I have an 8-foot 3-inch by 8-foot shed. So those 3 inches are really going to make a difference because, you know, size matters. Also, the other thing is I think I'm doing this relationship wrong, like, entirely. So less than 6 months into dating, her birthday came up, and I flew her to fucking Vegas for a week. The next year, for her birthday, and just before, I flew her to Vegas. We got married and had our birthday. This year, our first anniversary, the toilet paper anniversary, I'm building her a fucking shed. What am I gonna do next year? I mean, I topped the... Sorry, I don't have my thingy, and my arms are tired. That's not gonna work, is it? Get dizzy, haha. I topped the first year birthday present by getting married. My first married anniversary is a shed. Do I build her a whole new house next year? Like, I think I've set the bar too high, and now I'm probably stuck like this nail in the board. Because I got blister. So, no blood, sweat, and tears per se, but blood, sweat, and blisters. So yeah, that's what I came in here to say. So yeah, maybe this wall will be built today. Maybe it won't be. We'll see. Alright, update. I got the nail out that was pissing me off. I have officially framed one entire wall all by myself. My blister is growing. Also, I don't know if I've told you guys, I had carpal tunnel surgery on this hand. The very end of January. I think it was like the 27th or 28th or something. And I'm building this by hand. Nail and hammer, because I don't have a nail gun. And probably should have bought one, but you know what? I'm stupid. And I need to do some physical labor and lose some weight anyway. So like, here we are. You know, it's like a combination factor. Plus, I can tell her, like, I built it by hand. I didn't have anything but a hammer. So like, I feel like this is either a testament to my surgeon, Dr. Gart, and his excellent surgical capabilities, or my strength and willingness to be able to do things on my own. And I guess my advice to anybody that's going to have carpal tunnel surgery, not the day of your surgery. I learned that the hard way. The goal to a fast recovery is start taking Oreos and trying to twist the Oreos off. You know, hold Oreo in one hand, hold Oreo in the other hand, try and twist it off so that you can get rid of the nasty white stuff in the middle and then eat the chocolate ones, okay? Because that's the only part that's good on an Oreo is the chocolate wafer. But that's the key. Twist open Oreos and the rest is smooth sailing. Because after you can twist the Oreos, then you can wipe your own ass with your whatever hand, okay? It's like, it's a progression. So, yeah, you have carpal tunnel surgery, you twist open Oreos, you wipe your own ass, you can get out here, what, 2-3 months later? I don't know, math isn't mathing right now. And you can build a shed by hand. With that being said, I'm going inside for a while and reevaluate my life choices. Alright, so I'm finally going back outside. I'm tired, but I have the motivation to try and get this done, and the motivation is that I love my wife, and this is supposed to be a thing that I do for her, and she's off tomorrow, so maybe, you know, I can get her to try and come out here and clean the house. I don't know. As I was sitting inside, my blister was growing, so I had a really good idea. Rather than putting on gloves, I just put tape around it. I don't know how long it'll hold up, but I've got plenty of tape. So my goal is to try and... Oh, there's a bee. Don't land on me. Go away. Gosh, this whole big world out here and you're trying to land on me. Anyways, it was a wasp. It did land on my arm, but it quickly flew away, and now it's somewhere over yonder. My goal is to try and get more walls up so that she comes home and she can see it. I also didn't get enough of the not treated studs because I didn't account for the roof. I got what I thought it would take for the 4 walls, so I'm going to try and get this done, and I'm probably not going to do a Lowe's run today, so this is not going to be finished. But I also need to try and clean the house so that she comes home and she feels like everything's clean. But the only thing I want to go do is go to bed and cuddle up with the doggies and try and figure out where Danger is going to fit in the bed with us, or like how I should work that. I'm still a little sweaty, but it's fine. Everything's fine. So I'm going to move that wall out of the way because that one's built, and that's going to be the short wall because I'm going to do a slope. One day I'll get the camera angles down. So that's the tall wall, and it's going to slope down a little bit so that I can catch the rainwater. And again, that was my plan before I realized I needed to put a gutter in between the 2 sheds. And so I've got one rain barrel set up. I've got one that I purchased that I'm waiting to set up somewhere, that I was actually going to use on this building, but now I need another one. And then I'm supposed to go hopefully tomorrow to get some different barrels from somebody, their food grade, so that I can use it for the chickens. So yeah, we're about to have a lot of rain. Well, a lot of rain barrels at least. But yeah, I just keep telling myself I love my wife, I love my wife, I love, because I do. She's a good egg. Yeah. Fun fact about her is when she goes to like the grocery store or the gas station to get gas. If she's hungry, she'll go in and she'll buy a bag of chips. Just a random bag of chips. And when I went inside for my little break, I saw a bag in there, and it was flaming hot cheddar and sour cream or something, and it looked so good. But it's like the individual bags, and I picked it up and I looked at it. I was like, I want to put that in my mouth, but I didn't, because she buys these and she like takes forever to eat them, but eventually she will. And so it made me want chips, even though I don't think I was even hungry, and I don't usually eat chips like that. But I went into our cabinet and I just had to settle for the boring cheddar and sour cream because I didn't want to eat her chips. But anyways, that's a fun fact about her. She just buys random bags of chips whenever she feels like it. And then they just pile up in there. So, yeah. Alright. That's my distraction from not doing work. So, like I said, I'm going to try and move that wall out of the way. I'm probably just going to yeet it out of the way. And start framing the next one. The only good part is I get to use the saw. Okay, bye. All right. I don't want you to look too close because it's not perfect because I did it. But we've got the wall from yesterday, the 2 walls that I have now constructed, and I have them connected. Yeah, I kind of put up 2 walls. I only have 5 boards left. So that's really not enough to frame the other wall. I'm hot, I'm yucky. Darla's out here laying in the shade and she's ready to go inside. So I think it's break time. I need to go cool off and charge my phone for a bit and probably do some household stuff before she gets home. There's no Darla. Hey Darla. Darla May. Do you want a sister? Come to me if you want a sister. Walk away if you want a sister. She wants shade. So I'm going to take her inside. Even though she's probably going to resist. But it is too hot out here. She will not drink water when we put it outside for her. I don't know why, but she refuses. I mean, even when it's fresh, like we literally just bring it out. She's like, nope, I don't want it. So when it's hot like this, I try not to leave her out too horribly long. But she's stubborn. She is definitely an outside dog. But I'm going to get her in. I'm going to cool off. And I don't know if I'm coming back out today. We'll see. Okay, I just came inside, but I forgot to mention one thing. My tape has worked. It shifted one time, but I pulled it back down. It's worked. I kind of want to see how long it lasts, but at the same time, when I go to do the dishes, I'm going to have to take it off. But I just wanted to let y'all know, for those of you who probably laughed at me, it worked. Could I have worn gloves? No, I wanted to tape it. Okay, so last minute, I came up with a thing, and she has no idea what's happening, but she had to come home and follow strict instructions, and she's finally ready. This may or may not end up being deleted. I don't know. I'm going to go get her. Please wait patiently. Will it just be you this evening?
Me and my wife.
Okay, I'm gonna go get your server.
Okay. Smells like wood. Smells good. We've been married for 1 year. Today. I just got home from work. So I look like a mess. But I love her. She's worked so hard on this. It looks so good. So excited. A year ago today, a little while ago actually, we were with Elvis in Vegas on April Fool's Day. We planned it so that it would be a good story. And this is the first year in 3 years we are not in Vegas. But this is pretty good. She always knows how to do something right. Here comes my server. I wonder what's for supper.
Hello, just one tonight?
My wife will be coming too.
Okay. Well, welcome to This Ain't Burger King, You Can't Have It Your Way Cafe.
Okay.
What can I get you to drink this evening? We have Pepsi products. Just kidding, we have Coke products too.
Do we have Diet Coke?
Diet Coke.
Yep.
All right. You know what you would like to have as an appetizer? We have chef salad, or chef salad.
Chef salad sounds great.
What kind of dressing?
A balsamic vinaigrette.
Do you know what you like for dinner?
What's the special for tonight?
A hamburger with tater tots.
I'll take the special.
What do you want on your burger?
Let's do mayonnaise, pickles, ketchup, lettuce.
We're out of lettuce.
Okay, no lettuce.
We're out of tomatoes. We do have onions.
I don't want tomatoes. No onions for me.
All right. I got a Diet Coke. That's a DC right there. I got a chef salad with some nasty ass balsamic vinegar. A burger with mayo, pickles, ketchup, and some tater tots. What kind of dipping sauce do you want for the tots?
Ooh, let's do... Can you make a concoction for me?
Man, This Ain't Burger King, You Can't Have It Your Way. What do you want?
Ketchup, please.
What was your concoction?
Ketchup and mustard. Just, can I have a side of ketchup and a side of mustard?
All right.
Thank you.
You bet. You want ice in that Coke?
Yes, please.
Are you sure it's got to be diet?
Preferably. It's so nice outside. This is gonna be great. She's been working really hard on this shed, and she's gotten really far. And it looks really good. I'm so excited to get the shed done and get stuff moved out. And we're working on the backyard. Things are finally moving, and it's gonna be really good. And I'm excited. And I can't believe it's been a year already. It's hard to imagine like a year going so fast when you live with your best friend. We've got some noisy people eating next to us tonight. But when you live with your best friend, it's pretty magical. So the atmosphere in this restaurant is phenomenal. It smells like nature, it sounds like nature. There are cute dogs. It's great. wife should be on her way. I'm not sure where she is right now.
Yeah, we get that all the time here. That's why our construction guys quit. If people picky with their dressing, that's all we got, okay?
Perfect.
Construction guy quit. We are open, rain, shine, whatever. Bring an umbrella if you come during the rain.
Well, the weather is perfect today.
We don't do refills here. This is all you get.
No free
I'm pouring it
refills?
like a bear. Hope you like head, because that's what you're getting.
You can just leave the extra. I can refill.
Well, your glass was chilled, just so you know.
Thank you.
You know what your wife wants to eat? Is she actually a real person?
She is a real person, I promise, and she likes burgers too.
What she want on her burger?
She will most likely want some mayonnaise, some ketchup, a little bit of mustard, onions, and she'll do the tater tots as well.
Pretty good of you knowing that imaginary person right there. You know, you don't get a free meal if you get stood up.
I know, I'll pay for it. Thank you. Thank you. This is actually pretty good. I got some carrots and tomatoes, a boiled egg, some chicken, some cheese. It's pretty good. And she left me the extra dressing in case I need more. She knows me. Perfect. But the only thing missing is my wife. So my wife is very good about waiting for me to eat supper. When I cook supper, I always make hers first so it's nice and hot, and I give it to her, and then I finish mine and I go sit. She will not eat without me. So I'm gonna wait.
Your wife doesn't get any other choices on drinks. Are you a bride or something?
I am a bride.
We don't do this. But I was told, hide my kids, hide my wife if I don't give this to you.
Well, it's my favorite flower, so
Your food will be out soon.
thank you. Yeah. So I have a lot of favorite flowers. I have a cheap favorite flower. I have a really good springtime favorite flower. And I have expensive favorite flower. And sunflowers are one of those. I love them and they're gorgeous. Let's see. 1 year married, we're on a roll. Happy paper anniversary. So your first wedding anniversary is supposed to have something to do with paper. I failed at that this year. So my wife is trying to do a homestead, and we are going to be more productive in living off of our vegetables in our garden, and we have chickens that we're going to do eggs with, and we're working on kind of building around our home. We have a beehive that does not have bees yet, so I have set her up to go next week while I'm at work to go meet with a local beehive expert who does this for a living, and she's going to get to go see all of their bees and pick their brain and get some information. So I think she'll really like that. She doesn't know yet, but best thing since Betty White. Betty White is one of her favorite people. Y'all, can't find one like this. We have had a really tough year. For the first year being married, it's been very difficult. with a lot of external factors. But what I keep reminding her is that we're a team, and we work really well together, thank God, professionally and personally. So, I don't know, she's one in a million. And I'm sorry for everybody else that doesn't have her, because you need to find somebody like her. Perfect. So I do know my wife, and she does not partake in the salad course of meals. So I'm gonna eat a little bit until she shows up. The sky is perfect tonight. She laid out my clothes. My wife knows me. She even put, so this jacket has Mrs. Davis and our wedding anniversary on the back. I wore it at our wedding, and I haven't worn it since. She cooked good, y'all. The kitchen must be busy tonight. That waitress is gonna come back thinking I'm really by myself. But I swear I'm not. She's not fake. She's real. She is a real person. So funny story. The first year is all about paper, right? So when my wife told me that she was doing the shed, she told me she was going to put a roll of toilet paper inside of it for the 1 year anniversary of the paper. There is no toilet paper here as of yet. I promise she's coming.
You say so. Does everything look all right?
Looks perfect.
Is that enough concoction?
Yes, it's
You
great.
didn't tell me what they wanted, so I got the same thing. Hope they like it.
I won't tell her you stole one.
Do you need anything else?
No, I think I'm okay. Thank you.
Enjoy.
She got the concoction right. And I got lots of pickles. My favorite. But, anyways, so the shed is going to be used for storage so that we can move some of our business stuff outside and get our office reorganized and ready to go. But she told me that she was going to put a roll of toilet paper in the shed so that it was a proper 1 year anniversary gift. There's no toilet paper yet, but I expect it will be coming at some point. If my wife ever shows up, you know. Hopefully she doesn't stand me up on our 1 year anniversary. Because that would be embarrassing. And then I'd have to pay for our bill, so.
Hey, Pumpkin.
Hi, honey.
Sorry I'm late.
Yeah, I think they thought I was by myself.
Traffic was rough. Oh, you ordered.
I did.
You said you were hungry.
Yeah.
I had to stop and get you something. Happy anniversary. Look, it's the premium kind. Only the best for you.
Thanks, honey.
Welcome.
Toilet paper.
Welcome.
Happy anniversary, Pumpkin.
Happy anniversary. Ready to eat?
Yeah.
You want to eat in private?
Yeah.
Fine, but you gotta answer one question.
Yes. What's your question?
What's the best part of being stuck with me for a whole year?
Ooh. That's layered, you know, like an onion. You keep me on my toes.
It's not good because you're tall and I'm not.
I am tall. So keeping me on my toes, it's always something different every day. But it's never bad. It's either entertaining or funny,
Mm-hmm.
both of which are good.
Mm-hmm.
And I always want to come home to you.
Aw. So sweet.
So, 1 year into forever.
Yeah. Okay, you can ask me one question and I'll shut her off.
If you could change one thing in the past year, what would it be?
Why'd you go with a hard one? If I could change one thing, I would have got my back fixed. So I could have kept my career.
Okay. So how do we move forward in our future?
The random stuff that I'm doing. We're just building. Literally building. We have no roof, but we have a complete wall and 2 partial walls.
But it's nice and we can see the sky without the roof.
Yeah. This is like rooftop dining. Pretend there's like cool stuff below us.
Like here.
Shh.
I
Ready to
love
eat?
you. Yes. Ready to eat.
Okay, bye. Hopefully she was entertaining while I was running late. I don't dance.